Rampage, I was going to ask you, over the years of dealing with managers and agents, and I know you have an amazing relationship with Tiki, your manager, who also managed, Dustin Poirier, and he has an amazing relationship with Dana White. How important is it that your manager or the agent, so to say, in the UFC, it's kind of the same thing. Unlike baseball, you have a manager and you have a marketing agent. How important is it that your manager or agent has a relationship directly with Dana White or directly with Hunter Campbell or Mick or the UFC?
Wow, I've had managers. I had a manager that Dana White couldn't stand. Wow, it was the worst contracts. Man, I had the best pay-per-view numbers, contract deal, and he couldn't stand my manager, and my manager was making good money from it. So somehow my contract got changed. It's just it was so much crazy stuff that happened. Like we asked for like signing bonuses and different things. We couldn't get nothing because Dana didn't like that manager. But then my second manager I had after that, the one I just told you about, him and Dana had a good relationship, and I noticed that it was easier to get certain things. So I think that's very important that your manager and the promoter kind of gets along and they respect each other.
Yeah.
I don't think they have to really like each other, but I think if the promoter dislikes your manager, I think it's time to jump ship, in my opinion.
I have the exact same opinion as you, and I know publicly sometimes I get criticized for this, but I treat my relationship with the UFC as kind of like my marriage. This can be a long-term relationship. Rampage, you're going to fight in the UFC 10, 15 years. It's a long-term relationship. Now, does that mean we don't disagree? Of course we do. Does it mean we have arguments? Of course we do. But that's behind closed doors. I treat that relationship with the utmost respect. Outside of it, I show it the respect it deserves. Inside those doors, we negotiate. Obviously, they sit on one side of the table. You've been there many times. But I completely agree with you. You have to have a really respectful working relationship, because you're right. If they're going to play ball with you, you know what I mean? It's going to go a lot better than if you're constantly in a position of, and I think we see it in other sports too. When you negotiate in public, it never ends well.
Right.
And some of these agents have done that in our sport. They negotiate in public, or they say things in public, and Dana sees it, or someone in the UFC sees it, and then it goes negatively. That's your ego. Again, that's ego. Me, I don't care. I don't need a big public attaboy when I negotiate a deal. Any of my clients, they know what I did for them. They're happy with them. You know what I mean? Their wives are happy. Their kids are happy. That's all I need. I don't need nothing more than that.
Yeah.